Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, I think so, because it is...
It's quick.
Fast.
I'm Andrew McNicol, Artistic Director of the McNicol Ballet Collective, and I've been choreographing since I was very young. I started choreographing in school, and it was always my dream to form my own project and initiative. So now to be doing it and finally be able to get the live stage performances of the collective live and performing is great. I started choreographing at the Royal Ballet School and then continued my training at Central School, where I completed an MA in the choreography. And my early works were quite narrative based, and then I went on to do modern ballets as well. So now with the collective being able to sort of show a range of works, and really I think one of the signatures is very much about using the language of ballet and evolving that to create new contemporary works. And so to be able to create a new version of Firebird, we're just working with the Firebird suite, the 1919 version, which is much shorter and condensed. And I think one of the reasons I really wanted to do that was because of the dancers that we have involved in the collective. And I really see music and the dancers has always been the main point of inspiration for me. And so when I knew that this group of dancers were coming together, I really felt like Kristen McGarrity would be a wonderful Firebird, and to be able to kind of have the time to work with them to draw out that character. And it's really a collective of originals. Everybody brings such a range of experience to the room, and that's very much what I'm excited about, tapping into that and working with them and very much having their creative contributions inform the process. So we're still early in the process, early stage, but that's what we're working towards right now.
Almost as if there's that kind of moment of suspension right there. Yeah. And if we can just pull that out so you get that moment, so you see that release. Yeah, that's...
I think what draws me to a dancer is the same thing that draws me to people. People who are generous, who are open, who are curious, who are interested in discovering new things together, and kind of prepared to step into the unknown and try and experiment. And I think for me that's really, really important. At the heart of the collective is creativity, is innovation, is making new things. And to come together in a space where everybody involved, the dancers, but also the people that help support the collective as a whole, really believe in that. And have that same passion for creativity and trying something new. So those qualities that I think make great people, generosity, curiosity, openness, that's exactly what I look for in a dancer. And in the context of the collective in particular, it's really about the individuals. And so bringing together a range of experience, and we've got a range of ages also, that mix is a wonderful thing to be able to work with in the studio. And that's what we have here, so that's really exciting.
Okay. Well, I've danced in two Stravinsky pieces. One was The Rite of Spring by Kenneth Macmillan, and the second piece I have done is Petrushka, where I played the Moor with English National Ballet. It's extremely hard to count, but there's just something that builds and builds, and that resonates in the dancers, because usually the choreography will also have that build. But yeah, Stravinsky's good, apart from it's got a 1, then a 6, then an 8, then a 42. But no, it's fun. Actually, I have done another piece. I have done George Williamson's Firebird too, so I've done 3 Stravinskys. I'm so glad that you reminded me about that. So actually, yeah, this will be my second Firebird I've ever done. And again, it has got so much build up from the beginning. I think the whole score already tells a story, and the choreography just adds to it. But the music for Firebird is fantastic. It's got all the instruments all sort of playing as one, and then there's like this whole part where it's silent, and then you would hear like one horn or something come in, and you know that one horn is the beginning of something that's going to be epic, especially melodically.
With Stravinsky's music, especially for Firebird, there are moments in it where it's really pensive and thoughtful and very reflective, and then there are other moments where it's just manic and hectic and very bold. And I feel like it kind of mirrors the last 2 years, because there have been moments that are so quiet for everyone where there's been so little happening, and then obviously there's been the storm. So yeah, it's quite lovely to be dancing something like Firebird after that. It's very distinctive actually. It's very grounded and agile. I think a lot of people, when you see that dancers are in point shoes, expect it to be quite static and upright and held, but this is very fluid and expansive, which is really nice. Yeah.
I mean, from
maybe
the
go
floor,
from a little
just
bit
so we
forward.
can-
So, that's nice. One, that's great.
With this Firebird, you know, there's been so many versions of Firebird, and so that was one of the questions at the very beginning: why Firebird, and what can we do that would be poignant and specific for this point in time? And when there's so much conversation around what's happening with the planet and our relationship to it, man and nature, or humans and nature, all of these themes seemed very poignant right now. And of course, the show's being performed in November, where there's the Climate Change Summit. So what I want to do is to tap into some of those ideas, but it's still very much a poetic expression and very much driven by the music. And there seems to be a nice connection as well about the fact that Firebird, you know, Ballet Russe, that was one of the first things that they did, and this is a new company or new collective, and bringing that together. So I think tapping into what's happening in the world right now, and bringing a kind of contemporary relevance to something that's been before, but still kind of paying homage to that. That's what we're trying to explore, and we're very much still discovering how that's going to look. But we've been working with a dramaturg, Garth Barsley, to help shape some of the narrative, and now we're kind of at the early process of working out how do we translate that physically and how will we put that together.